Hello everyone, Amanda here. I'm just going to do a process video making some little snippets. I'm probably going to mute the audio and then do a voiceover because it's really early in the morning and I don't want to wake my daughter up. So why not grab some stuff, get some bits and bobs out of your stash and come and make some snippets with me. Alright, off we go. Okay, so what I'm using is some little things from my Porch Prints, bits and bobs. I've got my bling, I've got scraps of lace, literally tiny offcuts and some tickets. You don't need a lot to make these, just use your leftovers, that's the best way. I'm making 6 in total. I have sped up the video to try and do it a little bit quicker for you. Alright, so I'm just selecting my tickets because I know I'm going to use those. I like to use those in the layering of my snippets for a little bit of interest, and I've got billions of them, so I need to use them up. So I'm just having a think of how I'm going to do the layout. I've just grabbed a piece of dictionary paper that I've used obviously for something else. I'm using my decollage ruler to help me rip it. And I'm just thinking about the layout. I've got some spare paper that I've printed out from, I think it's Dreams Etc. and it's the Ladies Diary. I'm currently making a journal using this kit, and so I'm making these little snippets to just customise the digital images a little bit, just add my own little twist. And the good thing about making snippets is they're completely and utterly unique to you, so it's your own little touch to anything. Just zooming in there so that you can see. So that one says lovely, which it is, and so I'm just having a look at the layout and where I'm going to put that ticket. I can't quite make my mind up what I'm going to do with it. I will put them around the back with just the numbers showing, so that's how I like to end up using them in the same way. So I'm just checking my layout, and then I'm going to, before I glue everything down, just ink it. I'm using Victorian Velvet Tim Holtz Distress ink, which is really nice and soft, vintage colour with a little hint of pink, and then I'm just going to glue it all together and start and construct it. Just a little tip here, do make sure you read your book pages before you glue them down. I have come across some with some quite juicy words so make sure you be careful what you're selecting when you're making these, especially using dictionaries or whatever. You could come up with some bizarre words there that you don't realise. I had a bit of a naughty one earlier. So I've got my layout, okay, and I'm happy with that. I'm not even going to sew them. You don't have to sew everything. Not everybody's got a sewing machine. I'm using my mesh bling, and I always just cut up 3 little ones. And here I've got some mini doilies that were like connectors of a larger piece. And I'm using my glue there. It's the Beacon 3-in-1, so it will work on fabric, it works on the plastic mesh bling, where it sticks just about everything. It's brilliant, and it dries quite quickly too. Alright, it's really good, and I find that it doesn't leave black marks or anything like that. So that was one done, so now I'm on to the next one. See, super fast to make, and once you've figured out the layout on one and you know that it works, then just repeat it. You don't have to think of a different design every time. I know that having a book page or music page to the left hand side, pattern paper to the right hand side, and then my word across the middle, I know that that works because I've done it before. So I'll probably use that same combination again and again and again in my journal making. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time you do things. Just repeat what you know works. Okay, all you've got to do is just remember what you've done before. That's the main thing. Just remember what you've done and don't forget. Okay. Also, that adds kind of like your own flair and style to your journals. People get used to seeing what you do, and then that becomes part of your style. All right. Okay. So again, just adding some glue to the back of there. And I've just ripped the paper randomly. It doesn't matter whether it's got a pattern, doesn't matter if it ends up plain, it really doesn't matter, and you could use anything Absolutely anything, just bits and bobs. I've just used offcuts. From creating my kit, you end up with offcuts of paper, and I've just used those. And now I'm getting little, that's a tiny piece of lace, I'm just trimming it up, and that'll do two. And again, these are little offcuts that are too small to really do anything else with, but they're perfect for these. So it's a really good way of using up those odds and ends so you're not wasting. And also so that you're not ending up with heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps of scraps of things. Get them used up, make your snippets, and don't hoard scraps forever until you've got mountains of them, because then it becomes overwhelming and you don't know what to do with them. So, you know, I make them as I go. So there's two complete. I think I end up making a set of 4 for yourself, and then I go away and make the rest after. So here we go, I'm making another. So as you can see, I'm just sticking to the same kind of recipe. You know, if it works, don't change it. So there you go, and it makes you creating quicker if you're just replicating what you've done. These would make great swaps. You know, do some, find a crafty friend, make a set of 6, swap them and send them each other. Because different people have got different stash, different ideas and different layouts, and then you can get ideas from your crafty friend, and it's really, really cool. I do a lot of swaps with my friend Kay. In fact, I might make her some for our next swap, because I find these really relaxing, and I love the idea that we're creating something out of nothing, because really these are scraps, bits and bobs left over. Okay, inexpensive to make. Getting some wider lace, I'm thinking about adding some fabric. I think I decide against it in the end. I think on this one I do add a scrap of seam binding. I might not do that. I might be dreaming that. That might be a different one. It's a different one. I've added another doiler. When you do voiceovers, I can't always remember what I've just done. So I'm ad-libbing a bit. So yeah, I'm just adding some more of that mesh bling. I love them because I think it just adds, it's extra texture, and it reflects the light, so it just adds a little bit of something, doesn't it? Okay, am I making another? I'm making loads of these. Any of the bits of the tickets that I don't use, that's you know, the other side of it, I will save them, because I can always stamp a word on the other side, or stamp some numbers and turn that ticket into something else. It won't get wasted. Even though I'm trying to use them up because I've got billions, but I still won't waste them. Okay. So there we go. Adding some more on. And I have sped the video up. I've cut it from about 20 minutes down to about 10. But still, you know, 20 minutes to create, design, create and construct between 4 and 6 snippets is not bad going. You know, made all the easier with the lovely words there from my Porch prints. Absolutely love those, and I do use them a lot. I do print them in card, and I always have one. I have like a ring binder with things in, and I always have a sheet ready printed in case I want to use them. So there I'm adding another just tiny offcut of lace, and see the little scrap there that's left to the side. That'll be enough to make one more. So absolutely nothing goes to waste. Literally, I only throw away crumbs of lace, and even then I'll try and use them. I'm looking in my basket because I feel like I want to add something else. I'm thinking that I need to add something else to those. I want like a flower or something. I don't have any paper flowers in my stash. I really need to kind of maybe look for some or punch some out, but I feel like I just need something in the bottom left hand corner. To me it just feels a little bit not special enough. So I'm having a look in my stash what I've got. Now, you know, not everything will work. This is really pretty lace that I'm about to try, but the piece is too big. It would make it out of balance, so that's no good. I love that little flower one, but it's cream, so it doesn't stand out, and I want something that's going to stand out. And then I remember about my little flowers. I love this trim. I've not got much left. I'm going to have to try and find it. And so I decide to cut one for each of my 4 snippets, and these really do add that finishing touch because it ties in with the little floral print on the word in there, and it just adds a little bit of something extra that I felt was missing from those snippets. and then I will be happy. Now those are on, I feel content and happy, and like those are a finished project. And that beacon 3-in-1 will hold those beautifully. So there we go, that's them done. How pretty are those? So there you go. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye.